Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of 30 Days of Sketches. Today is day 27, and the sketch is provided exclusively for 30 days from the Scrappy Sisters OZ. And I don't know if it was Katie or Jessica who created this sketch, but it's an awesome sketch, and I had a lot of fun with it. I actually rotated it so that those ripped edges are at the bottom of the layout. And I actually rotated my photos too because I didn't want them stacked on top of each other. My photos are in a vertical orientation rather than landscape, so portrait versus landscape. And then I started backing these cut files that I've had in my stash for quite some time. I'll put a link down below to the Etsy shop that they came from. It is called 11 Elms, I believe. I think it's an Etsy shop. I will go and put that link down there for you in case that is of interest to you. I just pulled some scrap paper out that I thought would work well. I really liked this coppery looking glitter paper, and then the kind of, I don't know if it's grayish, it's kind of a grayish color, one that's all glittery. And then I had this leftover piece of mixed media that was used on the day that I did the peacock layout. And so I thought that was kind of cool. It reminded me of some gemstones or I don't know if they're actual gems, or I don't know, it's just semi-precious or whatever, what they're considered, or even if they're man-made, but that I got in Mexico. And so I thought, yeah, let's just use that too. And I like that it brought in some yellows and some of the more green and teal colors. So I thought I'll go ahead and use that on a couple of them. I don't make you sit through watching me back all of them, but basically I just put it down on the back of the paper, traced around it, and then cut slightly inside the lines, and that gives me a good backing. So I had this piece of white paper that I had started some mixed media on that I didn't use, and so I was kind of just using it to test to see if I liked the white on there, and I ended up liking it. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and use it because I have the side that didn't have the mixed media on it. The other half of the paper had some mixed media, and I just kind of threw that back in my scrap bin. And then I pulled out some craft paper because I thought this needed some browns in it. And actually, I really struggled with this layout for quite a while. I had to come back to it over a few days. And I actually was on a Zoom with some friends, and I kind of got their feedback on it as well. So thank you to Kim and Dana. You guys are awesome. And I just wanted to give you guys a shout out for your advice. So they definitely liked the brown on there, but I had too much brown at first. Like I had multiple layers of brown. And so I cut that out of the video because you didn't need to see that it was multiple layers of brown. And how ugly it was. It didn't look good. Then I pulled out this vellum, and I put that over the white. I wanted to make sure that was the top layer and that the white went all the way down because I didn't want to see a seam of papers in below that vellum. And then I decided to back the entire thing with more of the craft to bring in more of that brown element. And I really like the way that looks. I think it looks more complete. Otherwise, you're like, why is there an addition of this brown on the front of the layout when there's nothing else on there? So I am going to actually add more brown by using more of that craft cardstock to create my title. And I chose this large alpha die set because I want the title to go all the way across the bottom here. I felt like there was quite a bit of room down there with nothing on it, and it needed to be used up because it just felt really empty down there. And so I decided a large title would probably be the best way to kind of make it fill in. And so I'm going to pull out some foam, and I'm going to end up using white foam. And you're going to see me pull the backing off of the white foam, and not all the way off, but I'm going to peel it back. I'm going to stick my paper down to it. And then I am going to put the backing back over it and cut it. And that is the best way I have found to put my paper, adhere my paper to the foam without getting my scissors all sticky. So little tip for you, put the backing right back over it before you cut it, and then your scissors won't get all disgusting. I am using my Tim Holtz or Sizzix brand Sidekick to cut out the alphas, and I didn't make you sit through all of that because it's a little time consuming and it's not very interesting to just watch me sitting there die cutting. But that is what I used to just die cut these. And then I pulled out my Liquitex acrylic ink in gold, and I'm just dry brushing it onto the letters here and there. I don't want the whole letter to be gold, but I do want them to be kind of spruced up a bit, so they're just not that flat brown. And I think it kind of looks nice because there is some gold paper behind one of those gems, and it just kind of makes it a little more flashy, but still very earthy. And I'm kind of wanted it kind of that feeling of the earthiness because, you know, when you're mining, you're definitely down in the earth. And so I thought that kind of made it kind of reminiscent of what a mine would be like. So in the photo is Noah and his dad, and they bought one of those kits where you dig in, I don't know exactly what the substrate is, but there's gems that are hidden inside of it. So they are digging in that for the gems, and then the photo on the left-hand side it is what he found in that substrate. So my leftover piece of foam with the brown or the craft cardstock on it, I just cut and created a little banner piece or a pennant piece to hang up at the top. And I'm liking how that's looking. I don't think that was on the original layout, but I felt like it needed something up there, so I felt like that was a good addition. I also felt like it needed some torn edges up at the top as well, so I just layered up some of the vellum over the white, and since it's already got that craft cardstock border and I'm adding the craft cardstock pennant up there, I thought I didn't need to bring in any more of the craft because that kind of takes care of the job of bringing it up there. And then I went through my aqua bin of ephemera and stickers. When I am nearly done with a sticker sheet or an ephemera pack, I sort them out by color and I stick them into my color bins. And so for cases like this, it's really useful. I can just kind of flip through my color bin and see what's in there and pull something from there rather than going through a bunch of ephemera packs that have not been opened, or, well, not that they haven't been opened, but that are still needing to be used up, especially when I'm looking for a specific color. The odds are I will find something in one of those color bins. And so I pulled out several things. I actually have 2 bins of aqua stuff and 2 bins of light pink and a bin of dark pink, because in scrapbooking there are a lot of pink and aqua colored items. So I went through the 2 bins, pulled out several different little pieces. This little border strip that has a scallop on it with the stripes going vertically. I kind of thought that was a nice juxtaposition of stripes versus the diagonal stripes. I just thought it kind of looked nice. And then some other little pieces that I could tuck in. So I wanted to bring that little striped area down into the more towards the title area. So I'm bringing it down a little lower there. And I'm really liking the way that this is coming out compared to what I thought was going to happen with it, since I was really struggling early on with it. Once I got those 3 layers of paper at the bottom, I didn't struggle at all. It was just trying to figure out those 3 layers of paper and getting them to look the way that I was happy with, basically. While I place these other little pieces, I will remind you there are a lot of people playing along with 30 Days of Sketches. All of the links are in my description box down below so that you can go and check out what they have for inspiration today, or any of the 30 days for that matter. And you can go and give them a little bit of love and see what they have done for this particular sketch, or, like I said, any of the others. I'm adding some white enamel dots, and these are actually like glittery dots. They have a lot of sparkle in them, and so I thought those were really nice because they kind of look like the gems, and that is going to finish it off. If you have questions or comments, you can leave those down below. I will get back to you as quickly as I can. I thank you so much for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, thank you for watching, And don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.